Where are you going?
You win.
No, didn't you give your notice?
What?
Where are you going?
Puyallup, he's going.
Uh-huh. That sounds exciting. Fuck me. I would just kill myself.
I mean, good for you, but no, thank you.
Jesus.
When are you heading out?
You want to take a chef knife with you so you can just off yourself when after the first week? Jeez.
No, I told him like he can't stay. He's got to like.
I'll sharpen it before you go.
Oopsie.
I told him he needs to go be a famous photographer.
There you
he
go.
Can't stay here.
Wow, nice work. All right, here we go.
Hi, Tom.
Hello, YouTubers. We're having a little fun with Cam, who's giving his notice around here, and we don't like it.
No, we don't.
Like it.
God, we just got him trained up.
I know it
No,
took 14 years, but we got him. He finally hit the mark.
That is so funny.
Looks like we have.
Paid. But they always put up more chairs just for the guests that are coming later.
It's a good looking fruit salad there, Rashida.
How many people in the breakfast next
Is
door?
it nice to have Annie back, or did you dread the day? Oh, okay. All right, let's get this. There's no audience today, so we're just going to go without any
Rock
sort
and
of,
roll.
rock and roll right through it. And if you're still in the mood to come join us, you can come join us tomorrow. There's lots of room. We have a double show tomorrow.
That's right.
Double, right.
As we're taping for our vacations.
Mhm.
You'll be in Maui, and I'll be
in
in Ireland, Scotland, England.
Oh, man.
Ah,
If there's enough jet fuel. I've been reading about
No,
the jet
you're
fuel shortage.
right.
You'll be fine. But
do
in
you
a
mean?
month or two.
I don't get back for a month.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's so problematic.
Thank you. All right, welcome to the Hot Stove Society Show on Cairo Radio. I'm Chef Tom Douglas.
And I'm Chef Bridget Charters.
Bridget, you're sitting down today
I am.
because you have new hip.
I'm back. It'll be 3 weeks tomorrow.
Wow, very nice. You look like you're feeling good.
I am.
Ready to play tennis yet?
No, a
Oh,
couple of
okay.
months out.
All right. All right. We're coming to you from our kitchen studios at the beautiful Hotel Andra in downtown Seattle, 4th and Virginia. This hotel has been remodeled a couple of times since we've been members here.
Yep.
Opening Lola, 22 years ago, and the Hot Stove, we're in our 12th year now
Mhm.
here at
Yeah.
Hot Stove, and it's just a beautiful place. I enjoy coming here every day. You can join us for breakfast during a live recording. Tickets are available at hotstovesociety.com. And you can watch us on Tom Douglas and Company's YouTube channel.
YouTube Live.
You just got to go there and how do they do that?
You can see all the archives. You just go to YouTube, type in Tom Douglas and Co., hit the live button, and then it has all the different shows from the last few years.
You know, I was this morning over breakfast. I had a commitment on Saturday night here at the Hot Stove. Been on the books for a long time, and my friend Don Cazuro's memorial service was on Saturday
Oh.
of Don and Joe's
John's-
Meats.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No kidding. I didn't realize
Such a
that.
bummer. Anyway, we wish him well in the after.
Mhm.
But I went to watch his service, his memorial service on YouTube this morning,
Oh,
and I couldn't get there. I had the code, I had everything. I could not get there.
it's a little tricky.
Yeah. Anyway, that was sad.
He just retired, didn't he?
Yeah, he got it as soon as he retired. So the lesson, folks, is
don't retire.
I disagree. Well,
Don't
you
wait
could-
to do what you want to do.
don't wait to do what you want to do, even if you keep your job or have to go along. My guess is he did what he could do, but I know he was trying to sell his business for quite a while
Right.
and just had to wait it out. But go do what you need to do.
You do that. You do a great job. You work hard and then you play hard.
I try.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I haven't missed too
There's-
many meals. I'll say that.
Well, that's a
There's
separate
more
thing.
playing these days for Tom, which is good.
Well, you don't know. You don't know. You don't have it. You go with me after the show today, Missy, to Tuesday Booze Day.
No. I'm not saying.
Yeah,
When you're
exactly.
in town,
Where were you on Saturday night when I was here?
I know. They asked me
Yeah.
if I wanted to
And
come.
where were you
work.
last night when I was at Half Shell shucking oysters?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
See, he works hard.
She comes in twice a week and then tells me I don't work very
I'm
much.
not coming in twice a week.
Date night, Moroccan with Chef Rashida Rusley on May 8th. Make a date, make and take sticky buns and cinnamon rolls with Chef Danae McLaughlin here on May 9th. I like that. We make pretty good cinnamon rolls and many more at hotstovesociety.com.
Many.
By
more.
the way, the woman I've been fighting with this morning already is Bridget Charters. You're one of the chef instructors here at the
Yeah.
Hot Stove.
I opened this place.
You opened this place 12 years ago.
I remember I was looking down memory lane. We had all kinds of classes.
Yes, we did. We still do.
Yeah.
Tons of
It's
fun
amazing.
classes. And I think you have a kids camp coming up this summer.
Yeah, Annie, I think I'm just doing prep on that one. Annie's pulled me from the front of house.
Yeah, you need better language skills.
My fuse has gotten shorter.
Yes, exactly. Last night I had Seattle Restaurant Week dinner at Half Shell.
Mm,
It's
Oh.
called it's an East Coast,
yes. New
Uh,
England.
huh?
A New England take.
Yeah, New England take. What do we call it? East Coast Takeover, I think is what we call it on the menu.
Yeah.
Super fun. You know, all of our joints have some sort of something for the next
Special menu, right?
14 days, Seattle Restaurant Week. And so if you haven't been out and about, it's a great time to check out restaurants that maybe you couldn't afford to go to, or you haven't
Yeah,
been to in a long
exactly.
time, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. It's a great time in these next couple of weeks to
And where do you find
support
the list?
the industry.
Where do you find the list? of all the
Online,
restaurants?
Seattle Restaurant Week.
Just look up
Mhm.
SeattleRestaurantWeek.com.
And it has a whole map and easy peasy.
On today's show, Bridget and I are going to discuss Greek suppers. Why wouldn't we? Ling cod, the Pacific Northwest spring catch, Arabic flavors in Seattle with chef owner Suli of Cafe Suleiman. Stretch your beef. Smart ways to make it go farther. And as we talk about how expensive groceries have become, and they certainly have been, there are places. We talk about it on this show once in a while. Is shop the sale board. Don't
Mhm.
walk in
Yeah.
with your main protein in your mind, but shop the sale board. And I think
See what's special on
there
special.
are deals
Mhm.
to be had.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So for sure. Polina Chesnakova is joining us to talk about her new book, Chesnak, Cooking from My Corner of Diaspora, recipes from Eastern Europe, the Couscous, and Central Asia. Looking forward to that. You know what I want to ask her when she comes on?
What?
Sometimes we get into that rut, like, do you want chicken or pork or lamb or beef or salmon or halibut? It's like we kind of condense our world at our own doing. It's not like the variety is not out there to be had.
Right.
We kind of condense our world sometimes. So in doing that, I think people get their comfort zone around chicken, say. Jackie makes chicken all the time.
Right.
That's why she has to go to the farm and I stay home because I can't eat any more chicken.
Does she butcher her own chickens?
She has. She doesn't right now. They're all active egg
laying,
layers.
right.
Yeah. But mostly she makes stock, like what we did with your hip bone.
Gross.
So,
Anyway, so I want to ask Paulina about chicken. Like, what do you do if you're just a chicken person, and now you want to do it like dress
Something
it up
different,
somehow
you mean?
different? Yeah. So I want
Yeah.
to ask some basic questions about some basic foods
mhm,
because I think that's where people's comfort zone is.
mhm.
Of course, we're going to wrap up today's show with food for thought, tasty trivia. Why wouldn't we?
Mm.
Who's going to win today?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, do you
I-
not know?
I have no clue.
Okay. All
I
right.
should put bets.
Yeah, and Annie is back
Mhm.
from Belize.
Yes.
So maybe we'll put her on the microphone and make her play trivia today.
Sounds
Oh.
Break her
Ooh.
right back into the
I'm gonna have
mix.
to toughen up the questions.
Yeah. Okay, my taste of the week. I had it 2 nights ago. Maybe it was last night. Those little
He's
rascals,
holding a package up.
those little rascal grandchildren came over for supper, and
Uh-huh.
Jackie at 4:00 in the afternoon decides she needs to make cupcakes.
Oh,
And we were shopping for supper, and we were coming back from running errands all day. And so she's in the aisle where you buy cake mixes, which she never does.
no, that's not Jackie.
I know, she just never does it. So she looked around, all she saw was Duncan Hines and this a bunch of gluten-free things. And she was just about ready to walk away. And I picked up this one package. I said, "What about this?" And it literally has a vanilla cake mix in it for cupcakes. It's called Miss Jones, MISS, Miss Jones Baking Company out of San Francisco. And it's a vanilla cake mix. And what got me on the package was it's organic, which you don't usually see on Betty Crocker or Duncan Hines cake mixes. No hydrogenated oils, no artificial colors, from scratch taste. So I thought, what could it hurt? So we bought a package. And the funny thing about this package, it's like it looks. You can see it's like a quart
You
size,
just add an egg.
15.87 ounce package.
Uh-huh.
It says on the package it makes 18 cupcakes.
No, minis.
18. No, regular size cup is what it says. 18 cupcakes. 48 mini cupcakes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'll just say this. It makes 7 cupcakes.
And you have
And
regular size muffins.
we had 6 people, so that was perfect.
Uh-huh.
But I wouldn't even bring this up if it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It was pretty darn tasty. And
Easy.
I would say
fast.
that what surprised me most was the crumb.
Okay.
When you get some of those box mixes, they have that super fine crumb, heavy oil, and they taste fake.
Yeah.
This actually tastes like it could have been homemade because it had a beautiful crumb to it.
Right.
All 7 of them.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So I bought one of the gluten-free mixes at Town and Country Market.
Uh-huh.
And I had coconut to mine and coconut flavoring and, followed the directions.
Uh-huh.
They were pretty good. I agree. They were pretty darn good. And it was organic and gluten-free. And I put them in a tub in the door because I just have been craving sugar a little bit after the operation. Chris ate them all.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, the muffins were good."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Were?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I ate them all."
Yeah, that's nice. Well, my favorite part is Jackie was making the icing. So she made a buttercream, a classic buttercream, and she's icing the cupcakes. And I said, "You should let the grandkids do that."
Yeah.
And I said, she said, "No, I got this. I'll let them put the sprinkles on top." So they get there, and she pulls out. She has a bucket of sprinkles the size of my body, and she literally hands them to 3 grandbabies.
Uh-oh. Get out the shop vac.
I did. I did have to get out the shop vac. They opened the top, and the ones that had the little top sprinkle shaker things, fine, but the others didn't.
Oh.
They literally poured a jar of like gold sprinkles or whatever.
No.
It was crazy.
No.
That
Yeah,
is crazy.
It was like when you have graffiti at a party at your house and you have your vacuuming for a week, you still find more.
Oh, no.
There you go. Sorry. You're on.
I'm on. Well, as you know, I had my hip replaced a few weeks ago, and I was tired of soup. And Chris had to take me for an errand, and so we went for tacos.
Uh-huh.
And can I tell you how delicious those tacos tasted? I got tongue tacos at El Camion, and I asked them for extra salsa verde. They had braised the tongue.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. And El Camion, they moved down the street from 65th.
Yeah, they're right on 15th. still,
15th.
though,
They're
yeah.
just one block further south. And there was nobody there. The tortillas were like perfectly warmed. Oh, it was so
And
delicious.
did your painful hip give them any extra special flavor? Like you were just craving them so they tasted better? You know how that happens sometimes?
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. That was pretty much it because Annie, I must say, Annie was so nice. She brought me chicken pho.
Really?
Wow.
And so that was so delicious because I crave that also. So I had
Annie
like,
has never brought me anything.
oh my God,
Yeah.
so delicious.
Yeah.
And it was funny. My sister, who's
Where did she buy it?
she made it.
Tom.
She made it. It was so good. But I had multiple meals. But you get tired of eating soup.
Yeah.
So
your hip doesn't digest your food. Why are you eating soup?
it's hard when you're in bed hooked
Uh-huh.
up to an ice machine. It's easier to just, if you have a plate of food, stuff sliding around and got to change
Something
the
doesn't compute
sheets.
to me. You got a broth everywhere. Something doesn't compute.
Straw. You've
You're
heard of
delirious.
straws, right?
You're on painkillers. You're delirious.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, when we come back, let's build a Greek supper. We're going to let Bridget go first this time so I don't ramble on.
There you go.
On Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Do you want to read?
Welcome.
Do you want to read that Paulina Chesnokova joins us to talk about a new book, Cooking from My Corner of the Diaspora?
And what did I say?
Diaspora.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be doing.
Okay. I love that. So when we say it again, diaspora.
He
We'll let
wasn't.
people
He
know
wasn't an
my-
English major.
We'll let
And-
people know my ignorance level
And the Caucasus.
if they don't know already.
Do you know about the Caucasus?
Yeah.
It's between
Yeah.
the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. So that zone right there. That's it. That's all I got.
I know. I pulled
Wow.
up the map. It's like
Nope.
no.
One take, Tom.
Right or wrong? You can see you're with many your fellow listeners today.
It's
And
quiet.
you have because we have such a small group today, we're going right off the Lola menu. So feel free to order up there. Yeah.
And one tip, if you get a whole, some people split an eggs Benedict, not to be cheap, but just saying it's a lot of food. So
If I were you, I wouldn't split it. It's delicious.
It's a lot.
And
Don't
I would
listen to
also
Tom.
ask for a double toasted English muffin. Not double muffin, double toasted. I like a little dark and crispy. But if you
So
don't
they're
like that,
crispier.
my mother liked her toast warm.
Ugh.
well, your dad
No.
liked warm bacon.
Warm bacon.
Warm bacon.
Oops. Not sure who printed these on two sides.
What? Dave. Single-sided next time, please. Thank you.
It's hard when you're in the middle of it to kind of like
I didn't look. Sorry.
Dave. God, Cam, don't leave. Look what Dave did this year.
Annie's training him up, though, to be cheap.
Welcome back. It's Tom Douglas.
And I'm Bridget Charters.
Okay, let's try this again.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Hot Stove Society Radio Show. We've got Becky in the producer chair, Cam on technical. And who are you, my dear?
Bridget Charters, one of the chef instructors here, back in the seat after surgery.
After surgery, you're back at it.
Feeling
Still
old,
can't find-
Tom. Holy smokers.
You know what the interesting part about that, Bridget?
What?
You are old. As
I know,
as
I know,
am I.
but I texted a friend of mine from a buddy of mine from college, and I was like, "Holy smokes!" Like we met when we were 18.
And they were still alive, your friend
They're
from college?
still alive. Yeah, she was going up skiing at Mount Hood, but I was like, Brenda, oh my God, we met when we were 18,
Mhm.
just yucking it up, and it feels like just yesterday, but no, in fact.
Time
All right.
flies.
Let's talk Greek suppers.
Okay,
You know, we have a Greek spirited restaurant downstairs. I was reading
so
the,
delicious.
I was reading we have a little biopic, I guess you would call it, a little couple of paragraphs on our menu that explain where Lola came from.
Right.
And I hadn't read it in a while. And my favorite part was how bad my grammar was when I wrote this. And yet it still lives on the menu
and
20
no one's
years,
noticed.
20 years
Wow.
later. Yeah, I've been in first person, second person, multiple people, I mean, all over the place in my writing.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
You could tell I went to Catholic school when I was growing up, but we talked a little bit about in 1929 when Lola's brother, Lola was a 20-year-old from the hollers of Kentucky, just a country girl from the word go, and her brother was working with this Greek guy in a field office in Eastern Washington for the trains, I believe, or for a horse company or something like that.
In 29.
In
Wow.
1929, and told her father about this guy that he was working with who was single. So her father sent Lola out to meet him because
Nightmare.
apparently she was the oldest of the 14 kids to not be married.
Oh, was she a
Wow.
spinster?
Yeah,
Considered a
she was
spinster?
considered an old lady.
At 25?
No, it's 20.
Oh.
All her siblings have been married by the time they were 16.
Yikes.
Yeah, exactly. So this is definitely the hollers of Kentucky. Anyway, he sent her out. She was married 4 hours later after she arrived. Took her a couple days to get here, but after she arrived, she was a mail order bride. And she hated every minute of it. She was an angry woman. Who could blame her? But Louis was a Greek immigrant. And there's only one thing lower in class level at that time than a girl from the
Irish.
holler,
Was
which
it?
was an immigrant.
Oh, right.
Sadly, I think we're heading back that way now for no good reason, right? I mean, immigrants built this country.
Yeah.
Uh,
And they still are.
my grandparents were immigrants. I'm going to Belfast in a couple of days. First time I've ever been there since my grandfather left.
Oh,
My
no
great
kidding.
grandfather left
Wow.
Belfast. Yeah.
You gonna go find them?
Anyway, no, I'm
Oh.
going to go golf.
Oh,
Point being, we named the restaurant Lola after her marriage to Louis, the Greek guy, and that's why we have a Greek-spirited restaurant called Lola.
so
Take us supper, Bridget.
I know Becky and I were chatting on the phone and talking about spring. And, she said, well, let's just do a dinner. And like, what do you associate with spring? And I said, well, God, the Italians are amazing at their spring dinners. I said the Greeks, and Becky landed on that. We
But
were
what
talking
drives it? What drives their thinking?
all of the fresh greens, all of the fresh herbs, all of the forage foods, the nettles, the fiddleheads, wild asparagus, all these things that come, and all the greens that start growing. And I always think of spinach and stuff, the young new spinach, and the vegetable and greens pies that the Greeks do for Easter with the eggs. So as Tom knows well, with chickens, they start laying their eggs in the spring. So it's a cause for celebration. And, you kind of savor those few eggs. We don't have any touch with this now, but
I have eggs all winter long. I don't know what's
I
wrong
know,
with
but
your
you
chickens.
cheated because you have electricity and you were able to put a light on.
Oh.
Before they didn't lay, but
Uh-huh.
now we have lights and stuff, and so they lay through the winter.
Uh-huh.
Of course, when it's cold, not as much, but then of course spring lamb.
Well, how about you come up with a menu and Tom will come up with a menu?
Oh, perfect. So I love phyllo. And I love the greens. So down in Ballard, I go down into Golden Gardens, and there are huge patches of nettles. So I harvest nettles down there, and I'll grab a few of the dandelions and such. And there are areas where it's safe. Plus, everything's getting blanched. Chop it up, add dill, add feta cheese. You get a bit of phyllo, butter that, lay it out in like a pie dish or a pan, and load those feta laced greens in the pan and bake it. It's so delicious.
Sounds delicious.
And so usually we'll do something like that for Easter, but then lamb I love. So ironically enough, the price of lamb at Costco is not too bad. And so we got lamb chops, and I have all these herbs coming up right now. So I made an herb paste so I have those cute little T-bone chops that they have at Costco. And I made an herb paste with my oregano that's coming up, chives. I got a little bit of dill coming up, parsley, and I made a paste with garlic, heavy garlic, lemon zest, and rub that on the lamb and put them in the fridge. And then we made a Greek style rice with lemon and dill. It was so good.
That sounds
was
great.
dinner. It was great.
Lovely. I think for me, when I think spring, right now salmon is starting to break across our world.
Yeah.
Different rivers, different areas of the world, and come May we'll have a boatload of salmon, fresh salmon. So whether it's salmon or whether it's a branzino, which is a farm fish around here, trout, whatever that is, I love that kind of butterflied fish on the grill.
Yeah.
I have a rack that I can, I
put
butterfly
the
it out,
fish
take
in?
the pin bones out, put the fish in. I oil it up good so that when I pull it apart, I don't pull the skin off the fish.
Uh-huh.
On a trout, you can just do it directly on the grate, but I think the bigger fish is much easier if you have, what do they call those? Like a butterfly trap almost. Like it's two sides and you sandwich it in between the two racks of the deal. I don't know what you would call that, but
Yeah.
and it's got a long
It's like a
handle,
grilling rack.
Yeah,
They
it's
call
like
it a
it's got a
grilling-
long handle so you can flip it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but this is my time of year for that simplicity. Olive oil, lemon juice, that's it. So, of course, salt and pepper.
Right.
And then if you want to make something like an aioli to go with it, a Greek bread, garlic bread,
Yeah.
a little tzatziki.
Yeah.
Although I don't love tzatziki and fish together. I like tzatziki and lamb, or like a
What about like
grilled chicken.
scordalia with the
Scordalia
garlic?
is good, except it's pretty strong.
And-
That's a garlic bread dip.
Okay, the scordelia.
Yeah, and so it's very garlicky.
Right.
So
What
that's a little bit.
vegetable would you cook?
Well, right now we've got pea vines coming up in the yard, so
Oh,
I
good
would just snip
idea.
the tops of the pea vines because they get leggy
Yeah.
this time of year, where they're coming up, or they're not producing anything at this point. So some tender little tendrils, pea vine tendrils. But
Oh, that's a good idea.
I
didn't
think the other
of
thing
that.
is just the very end of the natural artichoke season in California,
Mhm.
right? Calistoga. Is it? No, it's not Calistoga.
no
It's,
Salinas,
wherever that is down there.
Monterey Bay.
Yeah. Beautiful artichokes, but coming to the end of the season, that cool, misty air, coastal mist is what makes the artichoke fabulous.
Right. Right.
So anyway, a good time to eat, make a little artichoke to go with your grilled fish.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was to not make black Greek spaghetti, where you take the butter and you just
Oh,
cook it
that's so
until
good.
not brown, but black. It's literally burnt butter. You toss the spaghetti in there with some lemon zest and lots of parsley. So that along with your grilled fish and your artichokes would be a delicious little Greek supper.
That
You could
sounds
even
good.
crumble some feta if you wanted over top, but not too much. Cheese and fish, they don't like that so much over there in the Mediterranean.
the cheese and fish.
Yeah, I
Right.
love it. Like the clam pizza at Serious Pie,
Mm.
Delicious.
little
Yeah.
Reggiano any day of the week.
Yeah. I mean, it's spring. What do you think about with spring, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Mm.
Didn't think of the pea vines.
Well, that's most people are waiting for the peas.
I know. It's true.
You have to grow enough.
have to have
that
a
you
lot.
can
I know
harvest
it's all
them.
coming in out of California, but yeah, we're not seeing it just yet.
I agree. All right, Bex, what's coming up next?
We're going to talk about bright spring vegetable risottos.
Mm.
We're staying on the spring theme.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
We are in the middle of it on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
I thought one of you was going to go to the Avgolemonos.
No,
No.
I don't cook what I can't pronounce.
Of Galemino.
Avgolemino.
That's
Of
Loretta's
Galemino.
That is, yeah.
Avocolemino.
We are on. Yes. Oh. Why did you get an old one? Do you guys have?
It's all right. I marked it off.
You know what? We printed. Yes. Okay. I redid this. I didn't check it. We're doing a. It doesn't matter.
So are you saying Cam messed up?
So this.
No, just
this
mark
is
off the
bright spring
Jeremy-
vegetables. I
Mark
print.
off Jeremy
I printed
Faber.
one for me, but apparently it didn't make it.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah.
So we're going to
So
do
12
risotto and then we're talking lingcod after that?
Correct.
Okay.
In the risotto, I just on this show sheet just thinking asparagus, wild mushroom, pea and mint, fiddlehead, ramps, just those kinds of.
Well, we
you're
can
gonna-
loop
you're
in the
gonna tell us
chicken.
then.
We can loop in the chicken thing.
No, I'm waiting for Paulina for that.
No, chicken stock.
Hip stock.
Oh, gross.
Ugh.
She doesn't want to donate her bones for hip stock.
It was just
What
a
is
little
wrong with
piece.
her?
It was just a little piece. Little.
What's wrong with you?
I know.
Sharing is caring.
Pretty. Underwear.
Here we are. It's time for some spring risotto on Cairo Radio. It's Tom Douglas.
And I'm Bridget Charters. And we're talking risotto because
Because of Bex.
it's spring and
Yeah.
Becky's been craving it.
I think of risotto being a perfect winter dish. I'm not sure why it's spring. It's only spring to me if it has sweet peas in it.
Mm-hmm. Or asparagus.
Yeah,
or
because
yeah,
in
pea
the wintertime, I
vines.
make it with dried mushrooms all the time. I make it with saffron, lots of Reggiano. But springtime, I mix it up. So what's your favorite, Bex?
I love a creamy mushroom risotto. And I
Uh-huh.
I don't know if Bridget's going to think about this, but I like making it in the pressure cooker.
Yeah, we
Oh,
talked
well,
about this a couple of weeks back, and
Yeah.
it freaked me out.
Yeah, it was really simple.
It did. It's like pressure cooker.
and I'm thinking like the old school pressure cooker, not the fancy.
I know. I have one.
Yeah.
I've had it for 30 years and never used it.
You don't even use it as a regular pot because it's like
No.
the size of a stock pot.
No, I have a stock pot. I have 3.
It's a Kuhn Raycon, I think.
I don't know. It's going to Goodwill. I can tell you that.
Well,
if
then
anyone
Jackie's
needs a
just gonna
pressure
buy another
cooker,
one.
let me know. Yeah, I'll
we
buy
can bring
another
it-
one in
bring
30
it
years
here.
when I need it
You can
again.
Bring it here. We'll use it.
So, Bridget, you tell us about your history with risottos.
Let's start with you. I want to
Okay.
hear about this
Okay.
pressure cooker risotto.
So what I did is I took some morel mushrooms from Foraged and Found,
Uh-huh.
and I rehydrated them in hot water. Then I strained that a couple times because I didn't want any of the sand, and
Uh-huh.
I used that beautiful stock as
Which is brown, right?
which is
Or
brown,
Brownish
yeah.
gray, yeah.
and I took some arroyo rice and I toasted it up a little bit with shallots in the bottom of the pressure cooker.
So you sauteed the rice?
Yep, sauteed it. Got a little, not caramelization, but a little toast on it in olive oil. And then I put the mushroom stock in there, and I put a little bit of chicken stock, and then I put it on high pressure for only 5 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and then opened that up, and then then you could tell if you needed to add more liquid or
Did you get any
So
like?
you just did 5 minutes?
Did you
5
get any
minutes on
10-degree burns from the steam? That's
no,
what I would.
no, you
that's
just
what I'm
pull it,
worried about.
or you just take it and put it under the sink for a minute, and it make sure that the pressure's off.
You have to do that. If you have to go shh when you put it in the.
It's kind of fun.
Well, I mean, I think this is part of my question at the end of this. Keep going.
Okay, so I release the steam, or I
Yeah.
just push it. I have the hood right above it, and then it's kind of a surprise. Is it going to be more liquid, or is it going to be too liquidy? And if it's too liquidy, you just take a wooden spoon and keep stirring it, and just let it bake off or cook off,
Evaporate.
and then when it's just about right, then you add all those fresh herbs. So I did dill, chives, parsley, just little stuff I had out in my little container garden. And then not much, you don't need much parm. It was like a quarter cup for 6 or 8 servings.
Oh no!
Stir that in. No, but
Did you say a quarter cup?
it really
I can't
goes a
even talk
long
to you.
way. It was perfect. Pecorino Reggiano. No, not pecorino. I did the Parmigiano.
Uh.
It was delicious.
Uh-huh.
And then it was
Tom
good the
looked
next
skeptical.
day. And, yeah.
Well, I would be doing a quarter cup of parm per person.
Per person, right?
Yeah.
Right. But there's something that's so creamy about it that you didn't need it.
Okay, so can we just go back just a little bit? So now you've got your pressure cooker. You've
Mhm.
cooked it, done all this. It's taken you 10 minutes
Maybe,
to get your setup. You
Yeah.
cooked it for 5, but you have to get all set up, right?
and then you cook it for another 5 to 10 as you're stirring out,
but
evaporating.
see,
it.
you have to stir anyway.
Yeah.
So why not just stir?
Well, because I could stir for 5 to 10 minutes instead of 25 minutes.
And
Right?
What do you get out of that? You still have to wash the big pot now.
Well, you'd
You
have
guys-
to use that kind of pot
You have
anyways.
to. You did it under your hood, so you have to wash your hood.
No, it's just steam. I'm going to come over and give you a lesson.
You're not
No,
bringing
you're-
that thing to my house.
I know.
They're
We
like,
should have her.
They're like bombs. Those pressure cookers. I don't trust them.
Well, it's very. I encourage people to give it a try. Dust off your pressure cooker and give it a
I
try.
trust Becky.
Can we
Remember
go-
the pesto thing?
Yeah. Can we go back to the cheese thing?
Yes.
So are you having money issues? Is that why you can't put more than a quarter cup of cheese for
I
8
didn't-
people?
I didn't have much, so I just I had to stretch it.
Okay.
All right.
Because I'll loan
okay.
you some cheese.
You will.
Yeah.
I've got some. I'm
I always-
restocked. I'm restocked now.
You know, at Costco they sell it in those big wedges, and I
Yeah.
keep half a dozen wedges in my fridge.
Half a
'Cause
dozen.
I do because I like it aged.
Mhm.
So my
Oh,
wedges stay in my fridge for a year.
Okay, that's
or
a
longer.
brilliant idea.
Are they cryovac?
Yeah.
Oh,
So then you're
Just like the Beecher's flagship is
Mhm.
cryovac, right?
yeah.
And they have the extra age Beechers, the 4-year-old
Right.
or more,
Yeah.
that they kind of made because they couldn't sell all their cheese in the beginning.
uh-huh.
And now it's my favorite one of their cheeses
It's pretty
because it gets
delicious.
really crystallized and lovely.
So you just have to cross off the expiration date then.
There is no expert. It's
But it-
Reggiano.
but it has one on there, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so you just
yeah.
mentally you cross that off because you're aging it yourself.
There's so many things I cross off
I know.
that way mentally.
hmm
Like I was at one of my favorite grocery stores, and I've become friends with the cheesemonger,
Mhm.
and she handed me a couple of époisses that were out of date.
Mm.
Époisses, right?
Yeah.
It's the cheese when it's ripe. It's you eat it with a spoon. It's so
Got to be
soupy.
kind of stinky.
stinky, yeah.
Mhm.
So she hands me these. There's not even started to be ripe yet.
Oh,
I kept them for 3 months in my fridge because
You did not.
I did too. I bought them in September, served
That's
them in
awesome.
December, or I served them at Thanksgiving.
uh-huh.
I didn't
brilliant.
even buy them. She gave them to me.
She gave them to
Yeah.
you. That's awesome.
And 3 months,
Mhm.
and they were not even perfect yet.
Wow.
So those Best Buy dates, they're Best Buy dates. They're not go bad dates.
okay,
They're Best Buy dates.
and that's
So
subjective.
think about that in terms of how you like a particular product, like
Mhm.
that Reggiano that you can at Costco you can buy a 24-month or 36-month, right? So I buy whatever is on sale when I'm
Mhm.
there. I also buy it all over the place, but that particular one I just put it away. I have Cougar Gold. You know those tins of Cougar
Yeah.
Gold? I have 15-year-old Cougar Gold that's out of date by 14 and a half years.
When are you going to break it open?
Well, sometimes they open on their own. They blow up in my fridge. But generally, it's just,
It's because you don't like it.
no, it's kind of fun. It's,
just-
like having vintage wine. I have
Okay,
vintage
that's
cheese.
same.
It's fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
From a-
Anyway, keep going on your risotto, Richard.
Okay, so classically with risotto, the key to a fine risotto is really delicious chicken stock.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
It has to taste like chicken. It needs to be delicious. So a cheat, like Becky does, you could buy a really good packaged stock, and I like the Annetto stocks that they have at the grocery store. But then go buy some chicken thighs and put those in the stock with chunk of carrot, celery, parsley, peppercorns, bay. Let that simmer while you're getting your risotto going. Now, with risotto, when you guys are at the store, yes, there's arborio rice there, but you can also, it would be more appropriate for you to purchase carnaroli rice.
How
If
do
you
you
end
spell
up-
that?
Carnaroli.
Okay, I've seen it.
Carnaroli is a longer grain. They're all that senia rice, similar to what bomba and paella rice is, kind of brought over at the same time. But that's the Italians manage that, and they've got different hybrids now. The other one is baldo or violone nano. If you go to someplace like Chef Shop, you'll see all four of these different rices.
Mhm.
They're all appropriate for risotto. And you know, the Italians will do like a rizi-bizi, which is a spring risotto rice dish, and they'll use a baldo for that, or a violone nano, which isn't as creamy as the carnaroli rice. So when the Italians start their risotto, it's half butter, half olive oil. And then they sweat the onions, which are cut really, really beautiful and fine. And they just, no color. And then they add the rice to that, and they let it toast lightly, but again, no color. And then they add a bit of delicious white wine. And then they start adding their stock.
Do you rinse the rice?
Never.
Never. You want that starch.
That has got to go in the pot. And then you just, so this is great to do if I've got a guest that's too chatty. I put them on the risotto. I have risotto for dinner, and I go, okay, shh. And I put them over at the stove stirring the risotto.
I've got a perfect person for that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you just put them over there and like, okay, you're in charge of the risotto. Don't add too much
But don't you
stock.
find they just turn around and ask you questions the whole time?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think
Really?
she'd follow me around with a spoon and would tend to the risotto.
Oh.
So never mind.
Yeah, but it's great. So Tom mentioned spring, and I love like the spring risotto where you toast up some pancetta
Mm.
or a little bit of prosciutto in with the onions. Get that all toasty and beautiful, and start your risotto that way. And then about halfway through the cooking of the risotto, you add in your English peas.
Well,
Halfway.
that's earlier than I would have
Yeah,
done.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Surprises
no,
me.
but you do them raw, and the Italians cook the peas further than we all do.
Mm.
You know, so they put the raw English peas in about halfway and just let
Interesting.
those cook. And then, yeah,
So
the,
halfway, you're saying the peas are going to cook for another 10 minutes.
the peas will
Okay.
cook for 10 minutes from that raw
Okay.
state. And oh, it's so delicious. And what my chef used to do was cook some of the peas in the stock, and he'd fish them out, and with some of the stock, puree that mixture,
Oh.
and then put it back into the risotto. So you
Yeah.
get this beautiful.
That makes sense. At the end, to me, I would stir that in after it comes off the fire.
Oh, just cook it separately
this-
and stir them in to control
you don't
it.
even need to cook it. If he blanched them in the stock, put them in the blender, puree them. Now you got this beautiful green puree to go along with your pea risotto.
Yeah,
I
and-
have done that before.
Well, that's
yeah.
a
A
great
lot of
idea.
people make the mistake of adding too much stock at the end, just like paella, and it gets mushy and it's
Mhm.
not the proper consistency.
Right.
So you're just timing, adding less and less stock toward the end, and you really want it al dente. And then what the Italians do is they'll add a little gocho of stock right at the very end, and they'll add a knob of butter,
Uh-huh.
about a half a stick of butter, and about a
A
cup of
knob.
Parmesan cheese, and they stir it in, turn the heat off so that the oils don't melt out, and they cover it and let it sit for 5
And
minutes.
essentially emulsifies like a butter sauce.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you just emulsify that in and serve away.
And
It's
then
so delicious.
what's the toppings?
Parmigiano Reggiano.
and maybe some of that crisp
Did you
pancetta
notice?
again.
I want to go back to you. Did you hear what she said? She added a cup
I
of
heard
cheese
a cup.
for 4 people. Just saying.
I know.
Yeah.
Like a cup of just freshly
Yeah.
grated
Freshly
and then
grated
more on
Reggiano.
top.
18 cupcakes in the 7 cupcake.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other thing is keep a little stock on hand because you got to go to the table right away. That's the point of an antipasto at the table. Get everybody in the seats, butts in seats, as they say, so that when the risotto comes to the table, it's ready to go. And one cool thing, if you're doing just a plain risotto like Tom described, a fun presentation is to take a bottle of champagne and put it on a big platter and loosen the basket and pour the hot risotto over the champagne bottle.
Who could?
And it causes the
Who
cork
can
to
fathom
pop.
that?
You're going to have to show me a visual aid
Oh,
later.
On
man,
Cairo
it's-
Radio, it's been the Hot Stove Society Risotto Hour. Coming up next, Link Cod. Let's check it out on Cairo 97.3 FM.
So then I'll give you the promo sheet at the end because that'll be different.
First of all,
too.
the Italians don't drink champagne. Maybe it was
Prosecco.
Prosecco.
Uh-huh. And what do you? Here, I'm going to give you this later.
I know, it makes me
I'll
crazy.
give this.
Okay, so lingcod.
Yeah, so everything else should be fine. Wondering where our buddy is.
We're back here in the kitchen on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society show.
Hi, Tom.
Hello, Bridget Charters, one of the chef instructors here at the Hot Stove. I would imagine you have caught lingcod when you have gone out fishing before.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that you were fishing for lingcod. The last time I caught a lingcod was when I was fishing for salmon. And,
it's true.
Yeah, it was delicious.
It's true.
It just wasn't the species I was
Was it
thinking.
in season? Shh. Was it in season?
Of course it was.
Oh, okay.
I had licenses.
Yeah.
Multiple licenses.
Yeah, it closes kind of summer, and
Uh-huh.
that's when the salmon
it's
fishing heats
May
up.
1st through June 15th is typical in our area.
May 1st,
For
June
lingcod,
15th,
yeah.
Mhm.
And it's amazing. Yeah. Lingcod, we have a place up on Decatur Island in the San Juans. And we're right next to James Island, that state park, and there are all kinds of local fishermen. James Island is just, if you're taking the ferry, like you're going to go into Friday Harbor or Orcas, on your left, that first set of islands there, that's James Island. It's all a little state park, but it's rocks and it's super deep water.
Mhm.
And so you'll see boats kind of nosed up to the edge of James Island, and they're huge kelp beds there. And those are the perfect spots to fish for lingcod. Those rocky outcroppings, and they'll just
Mhm.
they tuck into the rocks, and so you're dangling, you're jigging in front of the lingcod with
Uh-huh.
these kind of shorter poles.
Mhm.
What's the largest one you've ever captured?
Chris got one time, and
So you're
I'm guessing it was
24 inches or so.
Yeah, it was a couple of feet long,
Oh.
and I'm like 3 pounds a meat or so.
Yeah.
you
The
know,
meat
and,
is so beautiful
oh,
and
it's delicious.
so much more firm than, say, what you might expect out of a different kind of cod.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Just delicious. And, they're an accidental catch in the summer months
Mm.
because they'll kind of stray out, but
They're hungry guys. They
Yeah.
like everything.
everything.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you have to throw them back. Accidental catch, you throw them
Yeah.
back. So. Downstairs, Lola is doing a lingcod special for Seattle Restaurant Week.
With their Turkish twist on it.
Tell me about it.
It's got a roasted red pepper sauce and an artichoke and walnut. And what the name of it is a name that means fish and peppers in Turkish, but I don't have it right in front of me. But it's part of the menu. It's
Uh-huh.
one of the choices at Restaurant Week.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Last night I had the East Coast takeover at Half Shell. You're
Mhm.
talking about, each of our restaurants is doing a fun little take on something.
Right.
Lola's going Turkish for the
Mhm.
2 weeks of Seattle Restaurant Week. So.
Right. So I have a question, and that is for the commercial fisheries, where are the lingcod coming out of? Mostly Alaska?
I think so, but I don't know that for a fact.
Yeah. I was thinking about that when we were talking about it. But yeah, it's most likely Alaska, and it's all coming in right now. The minute the weather settles down, we start getting all kinds of great spring fish like
Mhm.
sole and Rex sole and
I was-
lingcod and
I was at Rock Creek last night over in Kirkland, and we had
We have restaurants too.
I know, but
yeah, okay, just checking.
not close enough to my house. We walked, and it was beautiful. It was like a curry turmeric lingcod, and it's just I saw it on the menu, and I know it's was at Lola, so that's why I got it.
There you go. Perfect.
How was it?
Delicious.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. So lingcod's one of those fish. Kind of reminds me of black cod. Very similar in
But black cod's not cod. It's a
I know.
sable fish.
right,
Yes.
right. But it's similar in consistency in that it's a very elegant kind of consistency when you clean it. When you get it from the fisher, from the fish store, usually they're in fillets.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's skin on. And an easy way to cook lean cod is just to put it on a baking sheet with a little bit of parchment and then do some kind of a fun topping to sprinkle on top of the fish. Hit it with a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and then you can top the fish. Branches of dill, spring herbs, those can be laid across and then into the oven they go. And it takes about 10 minutes at a 375 oven.
Is it as forgiving as sable fish?
No,
No, because it's
No.
not as much fat.
No.
So it just
not at all. Yeah.
Super quick cook.
what's the internal temperature you want it?
Same as any fish,
Okay.
really.
Yeah.
120.
Okay.
And then let it the rest to 125.
And it will go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and you
fine.
can kind of just touch it for firmness because it sets up really quick.
And
You don't-
remember, it continues to cook once you pull it out of
Mhm.
the oven. It doesn't just stop cooking, right? So
right.
give it a
right.
little leeway. In my first book, I wrote about a dish that I served at Cafe Sport a million years ago,
Wow.
and certainly at the Dahlia Lounge. One of the things, I had a charcoal grill,
Uh-huh.
and one of the things about lingcod, it doesn't grill that great. It wants to fall apart on the
It's
charcoal
hard.
grill.
Yeah.
So I took the opportunity. And it's lean especially compared to black cod. It's lean. I made a fig and pine nut butter, put it on top, like a little compound butter. Then I wrapped it in grape
That's a good.
leaves.
Oh,
And so when you wrap it in grape leaves, the grape leaves grill up fine. You still get the smoke from the
get
burning.
a little char.
Get a little char on the grape leaves. You get the smoke, but you have that. You open it up almost like a parchment paper, and it's just beautiful fish on the inside. And it's cooked, right? So,
Yeah.
and always, I mean, you've heard me preach this for 23 years. We've been on the air. Chef in the Chapeau used to always say it too. Use your meat thermometer.
Mm-hmm.
You get an InstaRead meat thermometer, 120 degrees in the center of that fillet. Just
Right.
pop right through the grape
Right at
leaves,
the thick part.
right
Right.
into the thick part, and you're done. You don't need to guess.
Mm-hmm.
We have the tools.
Right. And, thinking of Terry, I mean, I know Terry would do some kind of elegant, like beurre blanc sauce or something
Mhm.
like that, and just put a kind of a whisper of beurre blanc over the top of that ling cod because you don't want to overpower the flavor. The flavors, it's not fishy
Mm-mm.
at all. It's just got a nice, delicate flavor.
Would this do well poaching, like you talked about the
Sure.
halibut last week?
Yeah.
What about steaming?
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Anything where you don't, the flesh, it doesn't, I don't even think lingcod sears 100% well because the outside of the fillet will want to start to fall apart
And it
by
curls.
the time you get the
yeah.
inside cooked.
Okay.
So I think anything where you do a simple heat like a steam or a butter poach or a gentle heat works best with lingcod.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not a fatty fish like a salmon that can take that hot grilling and stuff and be delicious. But yeah, the other thing, like when we're up at Decatur, easy cooking, like Tom said, is he's got the grape leaves, but we'll just use a piece of foil and oil the foil and then lay the fillet on that piece of foil and kind of fold the foil back so that it's just a half-inch larger than the fillet of fish and set that on the grill, but turn the heat off
Mhm.
and just let it cook on the grill. If it's a gas grill or if it's a wood grill, we go indirect heat,
I guess that's always an option too, is just put it in the pan on indirect heat. You still pick up if you close the lid, you still pick up some of the smoke flavor from the
Right.
grill. And
Yeah. Rosemary's nice. I mean, again, lingcod's one of those spring fish, so yum.
it's also a
Asparagus.
good time. Lingcod's a good fish for what I used to do in my cooking career, was make sauces out of fruits or vegetables.
Okay.
So you take a jalapeno and you roast it on the charcoal fire and give it a good hard char. And let's just say it's plum season or cherry season. You make a little cherry jalapeno relish for your beautiful little white
Ooh,
fish.
cherry and jalapenos together. So
Yeah.
you've got the
That
heat
sounds good.
and the
And
sweet.
the sweet, yeah.
Oh, that
But
sounds
those are the perfect time to use those kind of fresh fruit sauces.
Do you do like a compote or do you puree it and make it smooth?
Well, if I'm The bigger fruits I puree, like a plum or an
Uh-huh.
apricot.
They're
I don't-
messy.
Yeah, they're messy. Cherries, maybe you puree half and put some chunks of cherries.
Oh, that sounds good.
But any sort of like where you can, if you just put fresh apricot sauce on top, it doesn't have. It's too sweet
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
unless you cook it. Apricots turn sour when you cook them, so
Right.
maybe you want to cook that. But any sort of, this is the time of year where you start to get new stuff in the house.
I love it's a perfect thing to use up your huckleberries from last year.
Huckleberries, yeah.
And same
But
thing.
even those are too sweet without some sort of counterbalance
Mhm.
to
I
it.
do
So,
acid and shallots.
yeah, yeah, perfect.
Balsamic.
Yeah, traditional spring menu. I mean, I think you could just pick up a fillet of ling cod. We cheat and use your veggie rub on it. It's good with
Yeah.
the shallots and the herbs, and then we just hit it with fresh parsley at the end. Little grilled asparagus, boom, dinner.
I've never
Delicious.
seen ling cod sold with skin on. Have you? I've never cooked it with skin on.
I want to say our fish market sometimes has it with the skin
Really?
on.
I've never
Yeah.
seen it. There you go. All right, we got so much more to catch up on. Another full hour of deliciousness here at the Hot Stove. Arabic flavors, how to make your beef go further. Paulina Chesnikova is going to join us. Lots and lots to do on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Okay, let me get some coffee.
Okay.
Did you want to take a picture of this in case anyone? Yeah. Are you?
My birthday.
Really? How old? Holy smokes. Holy smokes.
I'll probably open it up because we're running early. But once you see okay, thanks. Talk to you in a bit. Okay. Bye.
Do that instead.
What is it?
River Cafe London. You ever eaten there?
I'm going to London.
I'll be eating there in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's awesome.
How's your breakfast?
Oh, it's delicious.
Good.
What'd you get?
We both got eggs and sausage and bacon.
Both their sausage and bacon's amazing. Yeah. Nice.
It's amazing how you can just talk about a subject, you can just go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
We've both been doing this a while.
We'll probably start early. Rashida was so excited
For what?
for both Jeremy. She goes,
Oh.
Kathy Suleiman and neither. Next time. Pardon? Yeah.
River Cafe. Welcome back to hour number 2 of Cairo Radio's Hot Stove Society radio show, the big show, as we like to
The
say.
shoe.
I'm Tom Douglas.
And I'm Bridget Charters.
Of course, you know me from owning a bunch of restaurants around town. Bridget, what do you do?
You know, I opened this place 12 years ago, and now I'm like
This place being the Hot Stove
the
Society.
Hot Stove Society. But I was at the Art Institute for 18 years, teaching culinary there, and then doing Food and Wine Fest during that time, doing TV work and Food and Wine Fest around the U.S. So
And is it fun to see your proteges pop up?
oh, it's amazing. One of my students, Aaron Telkuve, is up for a James Beard Award.
Really?
Oh,
Pretty excited
What
about
restaurant?
that.
what restaurant?
He's over on the east side, and he's changed a couple, and I'm embarrassed to say I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up, but he was just listed this year. I just saw his name and was like, wow, talented guy. And he lives over, I think his restaurant's right there on Main Street. He used to have a little cooking school called Whisk
Yeah, I know.
on Main Street there. And then
It's still there.
Is it still
Oh, yeah.
there? I don't know. I don't know if he's still involved or not. I should ping him and say
I'm sure
hello.
glad you're good buddies with this person. Don't know the name of the restaurant. Don't know where it is.
Well, he's in
Don't know if he
Bellevue.
even-
No,
don't know
he's
if he
in
even-
Bellevue.
Oh, he's in Bellevue.
That's
a-
why.
now, that's closed the field a little bit. He's in Bellevue.
Light rail's running now.
What's
You can
that?
get light
Oh,
rail's
light
running.
rail.
can
There
get
you
there.
go.
When was the last time you went to London, Bridget?
Oh man, it's been a minute.
Been a
I'm-
minute. How
Been
about
a-
you,
It's
Becky?
been a few years.
Yeah? I go fairly often because I often go to my golf club in Scotland,
Mhm.
and there's a 6-hour train direct from Glasgow to Edmund Station, I think it's
Mhm.
called. No D on the end. Edmu, something like that station. So you can go.
Fun. So you fly into Glasgow?
I do.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
The club I belong to is 20 miles north of Glasgow in the foothills of the Trossach Mountains, right on the shores of the Bonnie banks of Loch Lomond
Mm.
So
And-
are you at Loch Lomond
Golf
course?
Club. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband played there.
You know, some guys in there, they've saved all their lives, and in their mid 50s, 60s, they buy a fancy car. I bought a fancy golf membership. And, you know, it's like, it's totally, I don't use it to where it should be used. I don't even use the one I have close by to where it should be used. But I use it every night, every day in my head.
Yeah, it brings you
in my head.
joy.
It
The
brings me
gas is
joy.
a little more expensive than a car.
I'll tell you, I bought this ticket that I have for Scotland. That I'm leaving. It's Ireland, Scotland, England, a trip. I bought this 3 months ago. It has more than doubled in price
Wow.
in 3 months. Yeah,
Wow.
because of the fuel
Wow.
prices.
Mm.
And now
Wow.
there's a question whether there's going to be any fuel at all. There's a
Right.
big jet fuel scare going on right now.
Are you
so
saying you may not return?
I'm saying that
He belongs
You may
to
take
the
a
you
club.
boat.
guys do really good work on this show, and you should take it on the road.
He can work at the club. It can be like his old days working for the
Yeah.
hotel. He can just, do the pantry position in the club.
I
Make
think I would take
sandwiches
on,
and
you know,
stuff.
one of my complaints about my club is that they don't do any outdoor cooking.
Oh,
They're in the middle of all this beautiful area. Tons of trees, tons of lamb. If you look up from the first tee of my golf course, you'll see 1,000 lamb in the hillsides.
Oh, wow.
Just white dots on green hillsides.
pretty.
And it's like this place, and you know, lots of hay. This place is made for a grill,
Mhm.
a charcoal grill.
But isn't it usually?
And we have fishing.
but they could only use it for part of the year, right?
Well, like Seattle.
With the wind and
Yeah.
rain blowing
No,
sideways.
we often have rain, 50 days in a row. But no, you just put a little palapa up so that you have a cover.
Right.
But you don't. Does the rain stop you from grilling outside here?
No.
If it does,
Well,
you
sometimes
should
if
be
it's-
ashamed of yourself.
If it's raining pretty hard and blowing off the sound, yeah.
Really?
Sometimes
Oh.
it gets pretty wet.
And you're a sailor. You're
Well, do you
tough.
have a palapa?
No, we're looking at one.
Is a palapa a fancy word for undercover?
Just
It's like a shed. It's like a shed
Oh.
without walls.
Okay.
Yeah. At one of our big box stores, it starts with a C. They have a big giant one that's actually kind of nice that you
Uh-huh.
can buy and assemble.
String
and,
some lights and
Yeah.
Okay. So Tom, what are you excited about when you go to London, food wise?
Well, it's always a challenge. Jackie is meeting me there, and
Mhm.
so it's a challenge because she's very fastidious about research,
Mhm.
and I'm very fastidious about no stars, no reservations.
Uh-huh.
And you can run into trouble with my
Yeah.
theory, right? It's,
Especially
the,
now.
the no stars is not a problem generally. It's
Mhm.
and by that I mean no Michelin stars.
Mhm.
I like classic local places. No reservations can be a real problem
Right.
in Paris and London and Tokyo, places that are big and heavy. Even in downtown Seattle, sometimes. Like this
Mhm.
last weekend was crazy.
Mhm.
There was a couple of conventions in town, and the cruise ship started, and next thing you know, we got full restaurants to the brim, which is awesome.
Great.
Believe me,
Yeah.
after a long winter, it's awesome. But it is something to think about when you're traveling.
Got it.
So we're going to be traveling in a group of 6
Mhm.
when we're in London. So
Perfect.
that also brings its own challenges, right? The
You
limits,
need reservations.
yeah, limits on tables for 6.
But how do you find those lesser
They're
restaurants?
not lesser.
Not
That's
lesser,
that's
but-
the
but
big misunderstanding. They're not lesser.
not.
They're not. So the first time I went to the River Cafe, which I have the book right here, which I thought was just a wonderful experience, Italian food in London.
It's amazing.
It's maybe 30 years old now, maybe more. I don't know.
well, and it's simple. It's not fussy.
Very simple, and that's what people get confused with stars sometimes. Like the simplest food. It's like the first time I went to Italy, I didn't get it. I was stupid. I thought I'm going to France, and in France I got the fussy as a young chef that I was looking for.
Oh,
Mhm.
got it.
But then it didn't take long after I was craving the simplicity of
Mhm.
Italy.
Right.
And to this day, it's more my favorite style of cooking and eating. The River Cafe in London, I believe it's on the River Thames.
Mhm. Thames.
Thames. It is unfussy but artsy Italian food. And this it's right on the river. It's got outdoor
and it's-
seating, indoor seating.
Yeah, and it's got that beautiful architectural
Yeah.
open air space.
It's got a real
and-
time period,
Yep.
60s kind of look to the building.
Right.
Airy, a little bit modern, like a 50s, 60s modern,
Mm.
70s modern kind of feel. And the menus were always handwritten, which I loved. My first
Mm.
menus at the Dahlia Lounge were I wrote them by hand every
And
day.
you have great handwriting.
Well, I'm just saying, I wrote them by hand every day, walked across to the copy store.
Uh-huh.
So
Kinko's.
weird,
Just run them.
so weird to even think about. And have
Xeroxed 'em.
Xeroxed enough menus for the evening. God, I feel old now.
Before email, you sent faxes.
Oh, I know. Believe me.
So I'm looking at the menu right now in the antipasti, Devon crab with baby artichokes and parsley. That
Oh.
sounds perfect spring.
Doesn't it sound like
Yeah.
it just sounds so simple and so
Mhm.
lovely? So what's important about that dish? What's important is that you bought the best crab,
And whatever Devon, that must be from Devon,
Yeah,
which must be
right.
somewhere local, right?
and plus I would
Probably a
suggest
little-
when you're in Dover, try the Dover sole. It really is delicious. But Devon crab with artichokes, so it's probably perfect little baby artichokes
Mhm.
that have
Fresh
been blanched
parsley.
or cooked in a court bouillon or charred on a wood fire. and then fresh parsley, and I'm sure it has butter or olive oil on it.
Or
And that's
parsley
it.
butter. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and that's
good.
it. Walk away, right?
Mhm.
And that's what I love about this restaurant. So when
You
I
and
had
I are in agreement on that. I mean, it's just the best.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how few ingredients and how delicious it is.
and I don't know, it's not always appreciated
Right.
because it's also not a plate of food that comes out that's like in America. Sometimes we think the right size portion is too small a portion. Like it's hard as a chef to deal with that perceptions. Like when you put out something that's perfectly pristine, like Devon
Mhm.
crab with what artichoke,
Baby artichoke
Yeah.
and
And some
parsley.
parsley.
Mhm.
That's it.
it's hard to make that dish look huge on a plate, and so it's still crab. You still have to charge. We struggle with that in this country about portion size.
Right.
That's
a
not
good
intended
point.
to be an entree. That's I'm sure it's an
Mhm. It's
appetizer.
It's
Well, what I
appetizer.
like
But
about
still,
Lola,
even as an appetizer, it should be the size of a crab cake.
Mhm.
2 ounces. And that's a struggle in this country for us
Right.
to get a perceived
people
value.
want more.
Next thing you know, I got a Yelp review saying, "Oh my God, it's so expensive." Instead of talking about that crab was pristine,
Right.
Mhm.
or that artichoke was the bomb. It is a tightrope.
Mhm. I think it is helpful when they write it out too. Like the next one is the manzanacole, split and wood roasted Scottish langoustines with chili and oregano.
Yum.
Sounds delicious.
Yum.
Chili and oregano,
Mhm.
Scottish langoustine.
Extra virgin olive oil, probably a little garlic. Yeah,
Yeah.
so good.
So anyway, I've got a reservation for 6. I want to
Good
say it's
job.
on May the 9th or something.
You don't
like
want your
that.
stalkers to know
May
that,
10th.
Tom.
May 11th,
Okay.
So,
somewhere in that area.
Can I give you a trick? So when you're traveling, find locals. And this is before the internet. I would stop people and say, "Hey, what's your favorite restaurant?" I like it kind of
That's great.
simple.
Well,
blah,
you
blah,
could talk
blah.
to a fence post. I cannot do that.
I just was.
I'm just telling you, I
It's
can't.
not your style.
Well,
It's
no,
not-
but I mean, if I'm talking to a shopkeep or whatever, and it's like, no, I don't want gastro stuff. And then I go find somebody else. Like we're going to get a coffee or whatever, and I'd ask, and you just go around, and the minute things match up, boom, that's where I'm going.
Mm.
And we'd call.
Well, okay, I would agree that they have to match up. For me, I'll look at Yelp, but I only look at the pictures.
Mhm.
I don't. I really. Yeah. I grew up with that philosophy. I only look at the pictures. The point being that I can tell by looking at the picture of the food whether it's something I'm going to want to eat or not.
Oh, got it. Got it.
Because I don't know if Becky had posted that picture and said, I love this crab dish. I don't know what her tastes are, blah, blah, blah. But I can see on that crab dish that
But
most
it was
likely
simple.
Mm.
it's going to be something that I'm going to appreciate, or it gives a certain style restaurant look and feel that I'm looking for.
Right. Yeah. It was interesting being in Spain, and we used Google Maps, and we would just look for the higher ratings
Mhm.
and pick those. And all of those darn restaurants was in Seville. They were all gastro restaurants, fancy, froofy, foams. I was like, darn it, man. I just want some
Not what you're in the mood
paella,
for. Yeah.
or something simple. But anyway, it's
I want that
tricky.
restaurant in Madrid, I think it is, with the baby pig. It's all they serve is the.
Oh, I've been there. The oldest restaurant in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is it?
It's
Was
really
the pig
cool.
good?
It was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you do the whole tour.
Mm.
Anyway.
Stretching beef without the sacrifice. On Cairo Radio, up next, it's the Hot Stove Society cooking show.
We're cooking today for sure.
Are you going into any of Yodam Ottolenghi's restaurants?
Not this time.
Not this time?
I haven't had
There's one I think my brother-in-law's favorite. Is it Noli or
Nopi.
Nopi?
Yeah.
Nopi.
Nope.
We're
Right.
going to
There-
stay close.
been
By
there a
there.
couple times. Yep.
I need to get the name of that paella restaurant in Barcelona. Some friends of mine are going.
I don't remember the name. It's an old Barceloneta
I'll open it up though. Oh,
right there.
which,
Barcelona at the end of the Ramblas. You can
Mhm.
go over
Yeah.
to the Olympic Village kind of area.
uh-huh.
Huh.
There's old Barceloneta. I want to say a little bit to your right, and it literally looks older than all the rest.
Right.
And it's in that area, but I couldn't tell you the name.
Tiny
of it.
streets, that tiny little, yeah.
Where you're going up in Hillendale.
I
Okay.
started to on Outlook when I make a reservation, I just leave it on my calendar. So then I can look back, oh, where was that place that we went to in whatever country? And
Uh-huh.
it's kind of just without, I'm not good at taking notes after.
Me neither.
So if it's just in my
I had too
Outlook,
much wine generally.
I'm on to the next thing. Okay, I'll get on.
So is Jackie gonna do research for the restaurants in London?
She already has, yeah.
And what does she
We've got
do?
2 nights with the group, and then I think 3 nights on our own. So. I don't know. She's
One of
she's
them's
got
the
'em. One of
river.
them's the river with the group. I've taken the group there, so
Yeah, London's a big city.
yeah.
I want to go see Hamilton again, but my husband's like, no.
You want to go again? Well, don't go with him.
I was. He
Why
said,
would you?
"Well, we've got 6 of us, and the other 4 haven't seen it." And so I
Where?
said, well, then you
In
just
London?
Go to a bar, and
Yeah.
the 5 of us are going.
Yeah.
What if the other guys don't?
You mean here?
No, in London.
London.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone wants to go.
Yeah.
You don't want any party poopers there.
Exactly.
That show's too fun.
Exactly. I totally agree.
Party poopers. Is it your buddies? You're
You
going
know
with
what the
your
best
buddies?
part about when they don't show up?
Yeah.
Is that you get 2 seats to yourself.
Ooh, actually, that's right.
Because
You
usually
know what?
I'm squished in like a sardine in those
That's what I'm
Broadway
gonna do.
seats.
I'm not. I'm just going to get the tickets,
Yeah.
and he can either decide to come or not.
Yeah.
He won't be a party pooper once he's there, but
Oh,
I'll
he will
sitting-
be.
Oh no.
And then he'll hold it against you
No.
later.
No.
So just ditch him.
for 10 or 15 years.
Ditch him.
right?
I'll come over, and then you'll be
Yeah,
really
perfect.
squeezed in there.
Nice and cozy.
Even when I always got an aisle seat,
Uh-huh.
even if we're buying on StubHub.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But oh my God, those theaters are so small for me.
They are tiny, and some of the plays are long. Is there? Yeah. Anyway, figure if my friends have.
You know what
never
I'd
seen
go see
Hamilton-
right now is I don't even know if it's still playing anywhere, but what's the one Hugh Jackman was?
Oh,
The Greatest Showman.
yeah. Is that good?
The music from that show is tremendous.
Oh.
Just saying.
Sounds good.
All right,
What
let's
was your-
stretch our beef. A little mid-show stretching here. Why don't we get going on Cairo Radio? I'm Tom Douglas.
And I'm Bridget Charters.
And Becky, tell me about this because, well, it is one of those scenarios that I probably wouldn't have thought of, but it's obviously something that's on your mind.
Well, actually, I was talking to Bridget, and she was complaining about the prices of beef,
Uh-huh.
and that kind of led into, what can you? You're from a Bridget's from a family of 5 kids. You were raised with 8 kids. What did our parents do?
Uh-huh.
And so it was kind of thinking about how can we stretch our beef and what kind of cuts to get. Oh, there's just a way to think about it instead of being just frustrated.
It's true. I mean, I just think, I don't know if your mom had a chest freezer and they'd get a
2.
side of something and they'd load it up.
No, we would
and
never get a side of something. My dad would sometimes bring home a box of steaks where he traded somebody for something.
Yeah.
But that was that.
Hmm.
My parents would get a side of lamb, mutton. Ugh. But it actually, I don't mind it. It's not bad. And every now and again, they'd get a quarter of beef,
Uh-huh.
And so it was, my mom wasn't the best cook. So it was a lot of stew.
And so it did come out last Tuesday that it's been we just hit the highest all-time highs of beef prices since the 1960s.
Uh-huh.
And the reasons that we know about the war, of course, but that we've had years of severe drought. And so that's caused, across the cattle belt. And the cattle belt is Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and the Dakotas. And then the rising operational costs of feed, fertilizer, and fuel.
water. God.
Well, let's just admit one thing. Prices go up every year, whether there's a
True.
war, whether that's 1960, 1980, there's inflation.
That's
and
very true. Good point.
CPI index goes up anywhere from
Mhm.
2 to 5%
Mhm.
generally annually,
Right.
no matter what. So it's not a surprise that we're at the highest price ever.
Right. But relative for beef
We've
is
had a
at its
spike,
highest.
Right.
Just like recently we've had a spike in fuel, but beef prices are based on what happened a year ago,
Right.
year and a half ago.
When they're raising the cat. Yeah. What they
Exactly.
can invest in the feed. And
Well,
yeah.
and it was
exactly.
interesting because on one of my outings after I went to the doctor and then we went down to get some gas at Costco and Chris is like, how are you feeling? You want to go in? And I was like, oh yeah. Give me like those old ladies leaning on the carts, pushing the cart around. So that's what I did. But we got over thinking, oh, let's get some tri-tips. We'll freeze one. We'll cut the other one up.
Uh-huh.
Holy smokers, the price, like I had to look again. It was double.
Uh-huh.
Not quite double, but very close to double. So packs of 2 tri-tip that were, somewhere around $40 were $70
Oh.
and $75. And I was like, whoa, okay, well, maybe not.
So what's the
tri-tip.
plan then? So
Mhm.
there's
Yeah.
obviously cheaper, not better, but cheaper cuts.
Correct.
out
So I
there,
went over to the beef
and different
sirloin.
grades.
Yeah. So I thought of you and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Am I in the prime section? Let me go find the choice. So there's prime, choice, and select. And
And
Costco,
Wagyu. What Costco has a lot of Wagyu also.
but they don't sell Select, correct?
No,
They
not that
just
I've ever
sell
seen.
Prime and Choice.
Yeah.
So we found
And
the
Wagyu.
Yeah. We went over and found the Choice. And I said, well, look, Chris, let's just get a chunk of sirloin that can be turned into stew, that can be turned into beef paillards that we can do on the grill with blah,
A
blah, blah. And I'm
beef
like,
paillard. I've always thought
Oh,
of a
they're good.
chicken paillard.
yeah, or I was thinking
you bread it?
braciole.
What's
No,
a
you
beef-
just
Just like
cut
veal.
a thin slice
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
okay.
pound it out a little bit and then do, some
The
minced
Germans do
parsley.
It's
and
like a
sauerbraten.
schnitzel.
Yeah,
like a schnitzel.
Yeah.
My
yeah, and you
parents-
just quick hit it on the grill to it. Boop, you just cook it, drizzle it with some extra virgin olive oil, and on top of an arugula salad. Delicious.
Perfect.
So easy peasy, but you've got this big chunk. And Chris is like, well, why don't we get this tray of stew meat? And I was like, how much stew are you going to eat, man? It was this huge tray, and it was it was $70 for this big tray.
Well, how many pounds? I bet it was only $10 a pound, maybe even less.
Oh, it was a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just was like, wow. So then it got me thinking about the Italians and stretching the meals, or the Greeks. They're using ground beef and they're making,
Well, my first thought about how to stretch your beef, which is how to stretch any protein, only in America do we eat the quantity of beef
It's true.
at a sitting
yeah.
as anybody else in the world. Only in America.
Yeah.
And it's because we're a wealthy country, and we've got a lot of people on protein-only diets or whatever it is. But if you go to a Chinese restaurant and you have broccoli beef, do you know how many ounces of beef are in that broccoli
Couple
beef?
ounces.
Couple ounces.
Yeah.
It's cut thin. It's velvetized, stir-fried. It's broccoli beef. That's the reason why they call it broccoli beef.
Right.
Right.
And it's better for you.
Just, if you want to stretch this is just one way, one approach. You want to stretch your protein dollar, simply use less
Mhm.
and build out with other things in your,
But so
on your
let's say somebody does go to Costco. They don't go after the steaks. They go after one of those bigger cuts. They get a big
I saw a
sirloin or-
whole chuck roast for $6.99 a pound.
It's a
$6.99 a pound.
I was just going to
Cheap.
swear that's a lot of meat, Tom. So what do you do with it? Tell us.
You can make chuck steaks. You can make chuck pot roast. Like with that whole chunk.
What else?
And then
You can grind it for hamburger.
Okay,
You
what
can do
else?
all sorts.
Okay, so there's
How
three.
many more things do you want?
I want like 6 or 7.
You just said you bought a quarter of a steer. You know what you do with all that? You break it into different parts, right?
No, my mom made stew out of all of it.
Well,
Yeah, my mom made stew out of all of it, but it's it's one of those things I'm talking about now. And you gave one example. Like, what are some examples of some fun things that you
well,
could
for
do?
example, as far as limiting your portions, I love a good Thai beef salad. So I'll buy a flank steak for that,
Uh-huh.
or a flat iron steak, some sort of thin slicing steak. Skirt steak is perfect. Now, skirt steak is now up to $20 a pound,
I know.
but it is delicious. And you
Right.
only need, at the most, 4 ounces on your plate. When you're buying a 16-ounce ribeye or a 16-ounce bone-in New York or a 24-ounce porterhouse, you're going to pay $100 for that steak.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
Right.
So
4
what if-
ounces of flank steak on a Thai beef salad is $4.
so if you buy, so at Costco they had a package of 2 flank steaks.
Right.
So somebody buys those 2 flank steaks, they get it home. There's 4 of them at home. They can just cut a chunk off and grill the flank steak for dinner that first night.
Yeah, I would grill the whole one of them and I would freeze one, right?
Uh-huh.
Then you cook off the whole flank steak. Now you maybe used half of it up on your Thai beef salad.
Uh-huh.
And then the next one, you're going to do another kind of meal with it. But maybe it's just flank steak with the baked potato. Whatever it ends up being.
So you could roast it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you could do stir fry
But
the next
also,
night.
when I have a big steak like that I know I'm not going to eat all of, I cook it anyway because I like having a little steak salad at lunchtime, or, it's the
Oh.
perfect little.
That's a good idea. A
extended
little steak
protein.
salad. Right.
But, lasts a week in your fridge cooked. So if you can't figure out how to make a beef soup or a little
Beef barley soup.
yeah, or a little pho, just slice it thin and put it in a bowl with hot broth on top, just like they do at a pho restaurant.
Now we're talking. Okay, what else,
Yeah.
Tom? Come on. We're giving
I got all these
folks
things.
ideas. We're giving folks ideas. We're on the radio show.
I
giving
have one
people
idea.
Ideas. Okay.
I'm not
There's-
sure what I just did, but I think I
That's
just gave
good.
you ideas.
Yeah, you did.
There's a company called Symbiotic Fermentation. I can't remember the exact name, but I bought some beef garum from them, and it's liquid, and it's kind of like in a vinegar bottle. And you could just add this. It adds a beef flavor to things.
The things.
Hmm.
So you put it on your chicken. Yeah, now you have beef.
Well, if I was making a soup or something,
Yeah.
sure. But it's just a nice way to beef up the flavor.
Uh-huh.
Or I guess that's another thing you could do is you could use like the bouillon stuff to
Yeah.
get more flavor out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And using beef more as a condiment on certain, like you said, the broccoli beef dish.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is delicious. That's so
Mhm.
good. A quick saute, a little stir fry.
Mm.
The other thing, my addition would be grind some and make some delicious Greek style meatballs. Yum, so good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or the other one, I was telling my husband, I go, oh, braciole, the Italian braciole that they do.
What is that?
Dried beef.
And they
Oh.
just like sirloin or something, you cut it nice and thin and you make a little filling. Usually it's breadcrumbs and cheese and stuff. And you make these little roll ups,
Mm.
skewer them, sear them in a pan, and top them with some tomato sauce and let them simmer in the oven. Like the Italians
There's so many
stretch
things.
it.
You can salt it and put, say, rosemary branches and cure the beef
Mm.
for a little appetizer. There's so many things. That
Carpaccio.
other flank steak would be perfect for my olive and pine nut.
Oh,
Have you,
yes, I
you've-
love
Oh.
I
I've
think you
had
made
that. I
that.
made
the
that,
roulade, right?
Right. And with
Yeah,
the
so-
cherry tomatoes on the side.
So that's
Mm.
how you stretch your beef.
That's how you stretch your beef. Awesome.
All right.
Well, next we've got Polina Chesnikova, and she's coming to share her new book, which we're really excited about. It's called
Chestnut.
Chesnikov, Cooking from My Corner of the Diaspora, Recipes from Eastern Europe, the Caucasus, and Central Asia.
Okay, let's go back to, it's called Chestnut, not Chesnikov.
Oh, her last name is Chesnikov,
Right.
Chesnikova.
But it's called, you
Chestnut.
said the book.
Right. Chestnut means garlic.
All right, let's
yeah.
do that again.
Okay.
Next up, we have
We've got Polina Chesnikova. She's going to talk about her new book, Chesnok, which is Cooking from My Corner of the Diaspora.
let's do this again.
Next up, we're excited to have Polina Chesnikova. She joins us to talk about her new book, Chesnok, Cooking from My Corner of the Diaspora, Recipes from Eastern Europe, the Caucasus, and Central Asia.
There you go. On Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM. Do we have
Hi,
it on?
Paulina. Did you hear all that embarrassing stuff? Oh, you know, I can't hear you, but it might be on our side. Cam, can you hold tight?
You've got a tight pony going today.
Happy birthday, Taylor.
It's your
What are you doing
birthday?
to celebrate?
Not until next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
Until next week.
okay. Okay. Do you do week-long celebrations?
I celebrate the whole month. Stephanie.
Oh my goodness, that's great. And what are some highlights?
Well, I'm throwing a party on Saturday. I'm gonna get cake from Nielsen's Bakery.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm obsessed with the cake that you bought for that.
Uh-huh.
And then
It's just a good layer cake, isn't it? Yeah.
it's a princess cake. So I'm
Mhm.
making little party hats for all my friends. And I
So does that mean we're invited? Because, we're your friends. Yeah.
I'll send you the invite.
Uh-huh.
He'll be in Ireland.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
can I get a photo of you and Bridget holding
The book?
camera at the
Yeah.
very end with our guests?
Yes. We can also, you can take a picture of her now too, if I can make her full screen, if you want that. Oh, here we go. She's got it. So she can hear us. We can't hear her. Let me make Oh, I've got to turn mine.
Do you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, we can. I'm going to make her full screen. And then, Cam, can you take me off screen?
Please.
Please.
She's
You're
so tired of
terrible.
seeing herself.
Okay, I'll do this. I'll make it. Can you let me know if you. No, that's.
Tom, what's your
Oh, you're right.
favorite tapas that we did the class for
Full screen.
in Barcelona?
that.
Leslie Mackey's there. I'm just
I want to
texting
make
with her.
her full
Cal
screen.
Pep?
Calpep.
Okay, not
Thanks.
multi. I'm going to do
It's everyone's favorite.
speaker. Okay, Paulina, if you speak now while you're holding your book, we can. Oh,
Chestnut.
there we
I
go. Oh,
am
there
the
we go.
author
Okay,
of
now I'm
Chestnut.
gonna. If you keep talking and doing that, we're gonna have Taylor take a picture. So just keep. if you don't mind, just talk about yourself.
Okay, I am so excited to be here. I am sorry it took me moving out to Rhode Island to be in the studio in Seattle, but better late than never.
Where do you live in Rhode Island?
I live in Pawtucket.
Perfect. That's great.
I'm not sure if you're right on the border of Providence.
Here we go. Keep talking, Paulina. No,
I live in Providence. I grew up here in Rhode Island, and we moved back in October 2024 after living in Seattle for 7 years.
excellent.
Providence.
We got a picture.
My nephews live in Barrington.
Oh, yeah. Pretty close. It's a great state.
Okay, we're going to start here in a sec.
It's in Providence of, I guess it's 6 weeks ago now. Took the Acela up from Philadelphia.
Oh.
And then took an Uber to the Boston airport when I was ready to go.
Cam, we just lost her mic. Thanks, Paulina, for your patience. We're getting a little technical things sorted out.
We're good?
We're back.
I don't hear her. Say hi, Paulina.
Hello,
Okay,
I'm here.
perfect.
I'm still
Okay.
here.
We're back here in the kitchen on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society show. And Becky, what's going on now?
Well, we've got a exciting new book called Chesnock, and it's by Polina Chesnakova, and it's called Cooking from My Corner of Diaspora, Recipes from Eastern Europe, the Caucasus, and Central Asia. It's beautiful, and I want those dumplings on the cover.
Who
It's a-
doesn't love a good dumpling?
Yeah. Oh, she's got a sweet story about them too.
Hello, Paulina. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. You are a former co-worker of Laura
Laura Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah,
Laura
Book
Hamilton
Larder.
at the Book Larder.
Yes. I worked at Book Larder for many years, sold cookbooks, and then eventually graduated to culinary director and was in charge of the cooking class program there for a couple of years. So Book Larder is as fun to work there as you would think. I
Yeah.
loved my time there.
They'll be on the show next week. And your writing has also appeared in the Washington Post, Bloomberg, Epicurus, and Saveur. So you're a busy girl.
Yes. Yes, I have fun, and it's been sort of a dream come true to have this cookbook come out. I've been sort of working on it more or less for the past decade. And I was in Seattle in February, had a homecoming event at Book Larder, and it was really fun to celebrate it with my Seattle community.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you were born in Ukraine.
Yes. So I was born in Ukraine to Russian Armenian parents who grew up in the country of Georgia, and we moved in 92. I was only 3 months old, right after the Soviet Union collapsed, and I grew up in Rhode Island. And I grew up in a community of refugees from all over the former USSR. I grew up with my mom and my aunts cooking. They sort of have this, fuse these flavors and dishes from both Eastern Europe and the Caucasus. And, in my greater community, I was being exposed to food and flavors from not only Georgia, where my parents grew up, but also all throughout Eastern Europe, Central Asia, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. And when I was in college, I started out as pre-med and quickly realized that food was really my true passion. And I've been pursuing it ever since the past 10, 15 years, and have been focusing on this area that my family's from Eastern Europe and the Caucasus, taught cooking classes, have, as Becky, as you said, have written about the topics for different publications, and then have had this book come out last fall that really sort of brings it all together, my story and the food that I grew up with.
I love it. And can you just explain why the title tells your story as well?
Yeah, so Chesnock Chestnut is the root of my last name, Chesnakova, and it means garlic in Russian. And it is also a cornerstone ingredient of Georgian cuisine. And it sort of is a tribute to my roots in both Eastern Europe and the Caucasus, and really sort of speaks to the way that my family cooks, taking flavors, ingredients from both cuisines and blending them together.
I don't really know much about any of these cuisines personally, other than the pelmy dumplings that our coworkers make, and they still have a shop, I believe, in Fremont.
Mhm.
So, but tell
Oh,
us
yeah.
about, I'm always curious. You get to a grocery store and you're kind of in your head, kind of boxed in by, do I want chicken, steak, pork, salmon, or halibut? You kind of box yourself into 4 or 5 different proteins and then start to build out from there. How do you build out in your culture or your cuisine culture, I'll say, those kind of basic items? What's the perfect roast chicken to you?
Oh gosh. So I have only one roasted chicken recipe that I come back to over and over again. It's my mother's tabuka style spatchcock chicken, and it is marinated in a blend of ajika, which is a Georgian chili paste. It's sort of what ajika is to Georgian cuisine as harissa is to Middle Eastern cuisine. So we start with that chili paste. It has garlic, hot and sweet peppers, lots of cilantro, coriander, blue fenugreek, which makes Georgian cuisine really unique, marigold, and we mix that with mayo. As you know, mayo, it's a very sort of kind of Soviet standard ingredient, but we love to use it in many of our dishes, but it's a great in a marinade because it locks in the juices of the meat and carries all the flavors. I add cilantro, garlic, and not super traditional to my mom's approach, but I also add honey. I find it really kind of balances out the savory notes and really brings the marinade together. And we always spatchcock our chicken, and it has by far been one of the more popular recipes in the book.
When people ask me, why do I bother spatchcocking? Because it's a chore.
Yeah.
To me, it's the best way to get the most brown on the skin of the bird.
Right. And it also cooks evenly and much quicker. And I feel like these days you could also go to your butcher counter and ask them to spatchcock the chicken for you, kind of taking all the work out of it.
That's cheating.
Could.
If you don't risk your life and limb at some point when you're spatchcocking,
Right.
you've not lived.
Right.
Right. And Paulina, this is Bridget. I've met you a few times at the Book Larder, and
Yeah. Nice to see you.
I feel like you were at our Ukraine event that we had. Not sure, but no. Oh, okay. Anyway,
Yeah. I was
just
there in spirit.
what's that?
I was there in spirit.
Oh, for sure. So, in looking at the book, because this is stuff from your family, what I found so interesting is it revolves around the farm. There's all the homemade cheeses, the different milk products, the amazing handmade pastries and the dumplings. And as you go through the book front to back, I mean, the doughs are fascinating. Do you feel like that's kind of the basis of the cuisine to a degree, all the vegetables and doughs?
Yeah,
and cheeses?
it's funny because I feel like Eastern European cuisine has this bad rap for kind of very austere, kind of bland foods. And like, yes, we love our cabbage and potatoes, but we also know how to prepare them in really delicious ways. And so, yes, vegetables are definitely foundation. I mean, like especially with Georgian cuisine, we love our nightshades, our tomatoes, eggplants, corns, potato. We cook with fistfuls of herbs. There's no clamshells of herbs. We cook with bunches, lots of cilantro, dill, parsley. I would say those 3 herbs are sort of the trifecta in my family's kitchen. We always have those herbs in our crisper drawer. Garlic. We use garlic particularly raw garlic, to flavor many of our dishes. And in terms of preparations, I mean, we eat lots of different salads, lots of cabbage salads. We have this great, we call it spring salad, and I like to call it a Slavic coleslaw. And it's thinly shaved cabbage with radish, cucumber, green onion. You crumble hard-boiled eggs into it. Grate a little bit of raw garlic again. And then the dressing is a combination of sour cream and a little bit of mayo. And it's so simple, but I swear I can eat an entire bowl of it. And of course, we have lots of different braises and stews. I don't know what the weather's been like in Seattle, but it's last week here in Rhode Island, we sort of had this stretch of 80-degree weather days, but this week it's gone back to, in the 50s, kind of cold, and it's like perfect soup weather. And the soups in the book are really, I don't think of soup as like the sexiest food, but it is. I mean, every recipe is like better than the next. Of course, I have borscht. We have with beets. We have green borscht, which we use. So borscht is an umbrella term for any soup with a sour element. And green borscht is, you make it with sorrel, and it adds this really lemony, puckery tang to the dish, and you stir eggs at the end to kind of give it body. Sort of, what is that Greek soup called? I never know how to pronounce it.
Bridget?
What's that?
Avgolemino.
Avgolemino.
Yeah.
Yes, that. And so it's sort of like that soup, and it's like perfect for springtime. So we love our vegetables here.
If I was to try one recipe out of this book right away, I've often been called the cabbage roll king, right alongside my title of gravy god. And so I just would love to try how do you say your golubtsy?
Galupsi, so a stuffed cabbage. And again, this is sort of like the perfect, it's the way that my family cooks. It's a blend of like Eastern Europe and Georgian kitchens. The filling is, your basic beef and pork with a little bit of rice. And then we add a ton of cilantro, dill, parsley, mint, dried basil. And then it gets cooked in the sauce that, many sort of Eastern European recipes have you do this sort of watery, thin tomato sauce. Ours is like chock full of caramelized onions, carrots, onions.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Peppers, jalapenos. And then, of course, again, you add a ton of fresh herbs at the very end with a little garlic, and they're just really, really special.
Lovely.
Well, I can't wait to cook a couple of recipes out of here. The book is called Chestnut. Paulina Chesnakova has been our guest. Cooking from my corner of the diaspora, recipes from Eastern Europe, the Caucasus. How do you say that?
Caucasus.
Caucasus.
And Central
Caucasus.
Asia. Hopefully that you have great success with your new book.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be right back with Food for Thought Tasty Trivia when we come back on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Pauline, are you still there?
I am.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And we had a little YouTube difficulty. So what will show up on YouTube is just a cover of your book, which is beautiful.
Okay,
So
great. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks. Have a great day.
Bye. Take care. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. We'll see you in Seattle sometime.
Yes, I'd love that. Take care. Bye.
Perfect.
Do I mind if you take a photo? Why would I?
Well, I don't know. If you're
You
gonna,
might have to ask the publisher for Did you get tanned?
Yeah, like this.
It was only a week. She needed to be there 2 weeks for the super dark tan.
I
You can
got
tell you
burnt-
wore sunglasses.
No, I didn't wear any
Oh, you did.
sunglasses.
You got a
yeah.
little.
It's just my nose get a lot of freckles when I'm out in the sun.
Did you go scuba diving?
We did. Saw sharks. I can't. Yeah, they like really small ones.
Did you wrestle him?
Karate.
No, I just screamed.
I'll find it.
You'll find it. As my husband said, I was telling him to do something. He goes, back off. He said it really nice. It was sweet. He said, back off. I can't remember what it was, but it was funny. I was
Oh, your
being-
husband's listening?
No.
Oh.
No, I was being controlling over something on how to do something.
Not
and he,
you.
And he just said, back off. And it was nice. And we laughed. I laughed. It was funny.
He cried. But
He's got your number.
He's got my number. You better by now.
How many years has it been?
We just had an anniversary on Friday. 37.
What?
37.
You've been married
now.
37. You've been dating
You,
how long?
were you
No,
married when
dating.
you were like 12?
24. Yeah, we've been dating since we were 17. So
Yeah.
add another 7.
Wow.
I'm old, Bridget.
You don't look it.
Well, it's true.
Boy, it's a matter of opinion, I think.
What you saying, mister?
Tom, you don't say that to ladies. And
just was gonna
Becky's
say-
very much
I
a
was just gonna say,
lady.
she's correct. You don't look it. Why did you immediately go negative?
Huh?
Nice try. Nice cover up, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Last segment.
We have to do this twice tomorrow.
Oh, that's true.
Welcome back to Hot Stove Society Radio on Cairo. I'm
Here
Tom
we
Douglas,
are.
and we're finishing up here. It's our last segment. Are you ready
Yeah.
for trivia, Bridget?
I am.
The most competitive person I know, right there, sitting right there.
I know.
The good news is you just had your hip replaced, so I might be able to.
I'm a little.
I
Yeah,
might be able to outrun
Little
you.
slow.
I'm a little daffy, but I'm off the meds. So
You're always a little daffy, but I might be able to outrun you right now.
With or without the med.
it's part of my charm. Come on.
100%. 100%.
ADD.
Now, I'm still trying to decide what charm there is in Annie.
Well, she's just fresh off back from vacation.
She certainly
she's all
Louise.
relaxed. She has no bags under her eyes. First vacation in 10 years.
Food for
Tom.
Thought
Just-
Tasty Trivia is brought to you by Rub with Love Spice Rubs, available all around the country. You can find our rubs in fine retailers like Fishtails Gourmet Seafood Market in Brooklyn, New York, Nature's Oasis in Durango, California, or not Colorado. I wasn't expecting that. An Old Time Market in Lexington, South Carolina, or Seaside Market, Cardiff. Or, Sean, please fix that. Or Cardiff Seaside Market in Cardiff by the Sea, California.
Where's that?
Plus many more. My guess is it's in Cardiff.
Okay. I think Bridget's trying to distract you because she's scared to play.
I think she is.
So
Oh, yeah.
each of you will get 5 questions, and the winner's going to pick out someone in the audience to take a stroll in the gift shop and pick up a spice blend.
It should be pretty easy to pick out someone in the audience today.
We have 2 lovely ladies that
All right.
came to support
Okay, Bridget,
us.
first question.
Okay.
True or false? Local Taco Time locations recently announced they'll be serving Molly Moon's ice cream.
True.
It is. They're bringing in mini cups to select Washington
Wow.
stores. Good job. Number 2, does Vietnam or China consume the most instant noodles per capita?
China. Because it's bigger.
It's Vietnam. The
Whoa.
81 servings per capita.
How
And
many?
China and Hong Kong are 30 servings per capita
Wow.
per year. So number 3.
Those Vietnamese are lazy. They go instant.
I know that's, why
kinda
I'm still
shocking.
here.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking to me.
Which cheese is made from a sheep grazing on Mount Etna's slopes? Sheep's cheese.
Do you need like a specific
The
varietal or
name-
just
the name Pecorino something.
Pecorino Stagionato? No. Pecorino Etruscana? No. Pecorino Pompeii?
Okay,
Pecorino-
I think she got it.
Siciliano.
Oh.
Have you? No, Siciliano.
Siciliano.
Are you familiar with that one?
No.
Okay.
I
stumped
mean,
you.
you've got probably over 100 producers in Sicily of.
No, but this is on Mount Etna slopes.
It's a big
Sheep.
mountain.
That's
Just-
it is
It's a big
big.
mountain. Yeah, there are a lot of producers.
All right, number 4. If someone asked you to grab some Carolina Gold or Kansas City at the store, what would they be talking about?
Rice. Wrong.
Barbecue sauce.
Oh.
Rice. Kansas City rice. All right.
I don't know.
Rashida's laughing at you in the background there.
Well, Carolina Gold would make some sense, but the
I
Kansas
was
City,
thinking
not
cheese
so much.
at first.
Final question. Annie might know this one too. Which rice expands the most when cooked? Jasmine, sushi rice, or basmati?
Expands the most.
Expands the most.
Basmati.
It is basmati. It can triple in size, where jasmine and sushi expand about 2 times their original volume. 2 out of 5.
Man, Tom, there you go,
Nice work.
buddy.
Annie, you've been on vacation in Belize.
Uh-huh.
You were the executive director here. So how did we manage without you?
I don't know. The place is still in good shape. So
Really?
yeah.
Must
That's
be
the sign
Rashida.
of a good
Must be
manager.
Rashida, yeah.
And I have to admit, I received quite a few emails from you when you were on vacation, Missy.
I did get a phone call from Sean Hartley saying, "Are you in Belize? Because we got a security, IT security that someone might be hacking us from Belize." I was like, "Nope,
Ah,
that's me."
that's you.
It's great.
I noticed everyone got emails from you except for me.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Isn't that what you want?
No.
Well, welcome to the show, Annie.
Thank you.
All right. 5 questions. Number 1 is true or false. Pabst Blue Ribbon and Grillo's Pickles just launched a pickle beer. Is that true or false?
Pabst Blue isn't that a PBR? That's a beer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Well, that helps to know that part.
It sounds plausible.
no.
It's absolutely true. It happened. Yes. It was just in the New York Times.
I
know.
I said
Tom was giving you a
plausible
thumbs
and
up. He was
said
trying to give you a
thumbs up.
present.
I don't know. Sometimes Tom's give me false.
You didn't trust me.
Yep.
Okay, number 2. Which luxury salt harvested from shallow clay pans in Brittany is hand raked to preserve its delicate crystals? What's the name of that? That French name.
Or the cell.
Fleur de Sel it is. Thanks, Rashida. All right. Number 3. What is the name of the larger, mature version of the cremini mushroom?
Portobello.
Portobello it is. Number 4. What is the name of the Sicilian sweet and sour version of ratatouille? It's diced cooked eggplant, onions, celery, tomatoes, olives, capers. Makes for a great topping on a bruschetta.
What? Oh, papanata.
I'm sorry, what? How
Oh, caponata.
caponata it is. I just said papanata.
I'm sorry, my brain just completely.
She's still on
blank.
She's
vacation.
got 3 people whispering in her ear, and she doesn't believe any one of them.
Which is smart. Final question, no help from anyone.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't help. Which Nordic fish preparation buries whole trout or char in salt, sugar, and herbs for weeks to create a silky, cured texture? It's a name, it's a Norwegian name, and it literally means buried fish.
Is it pickle herring?
Gravlax, but you're still 3 out of 5, 1 better than Bridget.
Woo!
Okay, Tom, you got some chances here.
As long as I beat Bridget.
Check.
Oh. She's got a bad hip. Leave her alone.
Who's competitive?
Oh.
Who's competitive here, Tom?
Annie is pretty competitive. That's true. Okay, Tom, true or false? A new website called Damn Lines tracks New York's most notorious food queues.
True.
It is true.
Yeah.
From 2-hour bakery waits to vendors who slow the line on purpose, and shows that people don't mind because the line has become a place to connect, chat, and feel part of something.
Yeah.
That was a big
that's
article.
Wacko.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. But the guy that
It's
came
one
up
way
with
to
it,
spin
he
it.
doesn't like lines, so that's why he came up
The other
with
day,
it.
I went to Half Shell, and there were 45 people waiting in line for happy hour to get started at 3:00 in the afternoon.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's a nice problem.
No, it's awesome. But would I ever wait in the line?
No.
Probably not.
All right. Number 2. Which kitchen vessel uses the same porous clay principle as the terracotta body of a chia pet? regulating moisture and heat during slow cooking.
A tagine.
A tagine it is. All right, number 3. What ancient Roman fish sauce inspired modern Southeast Asian fish sauces?
Becky said it earlier.
Really? Huh? Yes. What Rashida said.
What did she say?
Garlum.
Garum.
Garum,
Incorrect.
yes.
Because you
That's what
Too
you get
much
for
help.
trusting.
All right. Final question to tie with Annie Elmore. What is the name of the salt mined exclusively from the Karoo salt range in Pakistan?
Oh my God.
Pakistani salt.
Himalayan sea salt. Annie Elmore is the winner.
Wait a minute. What was it? What was it?
Himalayan sea salt.
Oh,
No, I mean, not Himalayan
I would
sea
have
salt.
sworn that was only
Himalayan
4
pink salt.
questions, but
Oh,
It was.
Yeah.
Wow. I did just finish 3 quizzes, but would you like another question, Tom?
well,
Yeah.
does it make me beat Annie if I win it?
Yes.
Final question, your second final question. What gives borscht its signature pink red color?
oh wow, really?
Kale.
Perfect. Annie Elmore is the winner.
Oh my lordy, you guys are so wacky. If you want to be part of the show and join the insanity, join us at YouTube Live at Tom Douglas and Co. Or buy a ticket to join us here in the audience like these 2 lovely ladies have done today at hotstovesociety.com. The show is produced by Becky Guzak. Our technical wizard today is short-termer Cameron Thomas. And our talented editor at Sean is Sean. Please don't call me Del Torre. If you miss any episode...
tongue-tied.
If you missed any episode of our Hot Stove Society show on Cairo, you can listen via podcast wherever you get your podcasts from.
Thanks for listening. And we got May Day coming up, right? Spring.
I think we do. I don't think it's you. I think we do.
Yeah, because I've been trapped
all
in
in
the
it together,
house.
yeah.
Though I mowed the lawn the other day.
Hi, I'm Chef Tom Douglas.
And I'm Chef Bridget Charters.
Today on the Hot Stove Society radio show, our guests include... Ooh, none of those people showed
So
up.
I gave you.
What's that say when none of the people showed up for the
First
show?
Well, Paulina did.
It's a first time.
It's
ever.
crazy. Yeah.
Today on the Hot Stove Society radio show, Bright Spring vegetable risottos, Arabic flavors with chef owner... No, he didn't show
You
up.
didn't show up. Okay, here's the front show sheet.
Give me your pen, please.
Oh.
Stretch your beef, Greek spring menu.
This show's somewhat produced by Becky Guzak. Going to start that from the beginning, shouldn't we, Taylor? Yeah, that was
Redo.
That was a sorry version. Hi, I'm Chef Tom Douglas.
And I'm Chef Bridget Charters.
Today on the Hot Stove Society radio show, let's jump into Bright Spring vegetable risottos. Bridget and I are going to make a Greek dinner. We're going to stretch your beef budget all over different kinds of cuts. And Polina Chesnikova is going to wrap us up with her new book, Chesnok, Cooking from My Corner of the Diaspora.
Woo! Okay. Thank you.
They're just happy it's over.
Bridget, can I get a photo?